What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and CreateSpace. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal there also asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks for supporting. But this video is entitled Being Cunning Isn't Intelligence. I speak about this from time to time where people think being cunning is being smart. And when you're a cunning person, you're usually deceitful. So your intelligence that you think is intelligence is based on a lie. You know, and the problem with that is when you feel like being cunning is intelligent, you know for a fact what you're doing is wrong. Because you're cheating the game. You know you're cheating, but you're saying, oh, it was a smart move. Well, when you make smart moves, you don't have to worry about watching your back after that move is made. But when you're a cunning person, you have to worry about watching your back. Because whoever you played is going to figure out they've been duped. They've been lied to. You know what I'm saying? That they weren't told the whole truth. That you played a game and what they got from you is not actually what they signed up for, and you knew it all along. But being cunning is intelligent to some people. But, you know, if you're so cunning, why are you looking for an exit strategy? See, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about how if a person is a liar, and they say, "Oh, that's how I just did what I was supposed to do." You know what I'm saying? I got over, and that's what we all do. So why don't you feel safe? Why are you on the move? You know, why do you have to go different places? Sometimes have multiple names. Because your name doesn't hold much weight because of your actions. You know, people don't want to take that into consideration. You know, and you can say, "Oh, what I did was legal." You know, it wasn't illegal. We're not talking about legality. We're talking about morality and ethics. You know, you could do something immoral and unethical and it still be legal. Or you can do something, illegal and turn around and try to use morality as an excuse. You know, and for me, that's the issue. And that's the issue that's been going on in the country for a very, very long time where, you know, it's good to play a game with the unsuspecting person and look at that game as you being intelligent. And if this is a race and it's a competition, and I said this before, being cunning is when somebody says they're practicing and you're practicing with them, and when they you think you're working on moves and trying to perfect what you need to work on for a real time, when it's really live and the lights are on, and you wind up losing because you thought you were practicing and they knew it was actually a real competition at the point. And you're like, wait, huh? This counts? I mean, and then everybody be like, yeah, me and you agreed to be in practice, and the ref heard that, and the judges over there heard that, and we all knew that you thought that this was practice, but it was for real, and I'm still winning. Oh, really? Now the other thing about that type of scenario is this: when you're a person who's cunning and you substitute being cunning for being intelligent, you tend to be incompetent because you really can't function properly in when it comes to actually having a skill set or being effective or being productive. You can't function properly without doing something underhanded. So when you're dealing with a heads-on situation, a situation you have to a situation you have to handle heads up or heads on or head on rather. You fold. And here's the thing: a lot of people who are cunning can't answer a straight question. It's always some elaborate story, but if you ask a straight question, you can't get a straight answer. So for you to feel like you're intelligent and somebody asks you a common sense question and you can't answer a common sense question, or they make a common sense statement and it blows a hole in your theory or whatever story you were saying, you got to question that intelligence, don't you? Because you're not really that bright. If somebody could just shoot through it like that, it's not a big deal. You know, and part of the reason I'm saying people are incompetent because there's a certain point when you take so many shortcuts in life, you don't know what the journey looks like. And for people who've taken the journey, they can tell, you've been BSing because you don't know what it actually takes to get from point A to point B to point C to point D. You just you skip from A to F to R to Z, thinking that you were being intelligent. But how did that work out for you? Because what winds up happening is the lessons that you needed in the middle to evolve, to grow, to thrive, are shortcut lessons that you killed yourself from taking. Everything doesn't have to be a L as far as a loss, but you might have to have some learning experiences. And people who are cunning don't have a lot of learning experiences from doing things the proper way. They learn their lessons, from consequence of their scamming. And that's the other thing. To be cunning, you have to be somewhat of a scam artist. And scam artists, you would look for intelligent scam, but most scam artists aren't that bright. Because most scam artists get caught. Most scam artists, their scam gets exposed. And most scam artists can't really, how can I say this? They can't function in normal society. I don't care how high or how low you go. Because they can't be it's not a straight deal. It's like if you went to the grocery store and they tried to, scam you out of all the groceries that you paid for. You paid for $100 worth of groceries and they gave you 50. And they trying to give you a story about why they only gave you 50 but you paid for 100. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If it sounds, how can I say that? The reverse would be what? If it sounds untrue, it probably is. So That's the thing about being cunning. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't pass the smell test. So we done with this one. Like, share, and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.